Oh, hello. My name is Brittany D. I'm a psychic medium and spiritual teacher, and I'm here to give you the collective reading for July 22nd to 29th. This is a general message for the collective. So it's an overall reading, overall energy, and message for us to help us through this next week. I do release these every single Friday, so please subscribe if the message resonates with you. I super appreciate likes and comments. That really goes a long way for us creators. So I super appreciate it. And also, of course, you can book a reading with me. I do one-on-one readings. I do guidance sessions. I do mentorship. Right now, I am doing a 4-week ceremony journeys, 4-week challenge. And we'll be coming into ritual, into ceremony each week. The topic is abundance, wealth, basically stepping into the next version of your abundant life. And so this is a little different from what I usually do. Usually I'm tending to spaces that are more of teaching. Usually I have courses, mentorship, which I do still have, but this space is really unique. What we're doing in the next 4 weeks, we start next Wednesday. I'll drop the link below for that, for the details for that journey, but it's a very spiritual, energetic journey. It's not slideshows, modules, and workbooks. It's tapping into the energy of abundance and really connecting with your channel and tending to the energy of connecting to abundance, really massaging that energy and reviving it and nourishing it. So this is a lot more spiritual, energetic work as we are coming into ceremony and into ritual. A little bit different than what I usually do offer. Usually I do this on my own and don't allow people into this space. But I'm definitely called to at this time. There's a lot of abundance pouring in, and it's meant to be shared with all of us. So I hope that you join us for that 4-week journey. And let's see what the collective message is for this week. There's been like this reoccurring theme the last few weeks that there's like these 2 split timelines. So I'm like really curious, have the timelines like reemerged? Have they come back together, or are we still split? Or what is the theme this week, Spirit? We got these both at the same time. They were both flipped over. I was able to see them both at the same time. And it says, pay attention, notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. And then we got, set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. So these signs and your inner guidance is like you trusting yourself, your inner guidance, not to settle, you trusting that there is this more abundant reality, that there is this better life for yourself, basically this better way of living. And you've kind of realized that, through these signs and these symbols and these things popping up that are showing you like, oh, I didn't realize how much I really was settling, and I'm not going to do that. I mean, it's definitely a choice, but you can choose not to do that. Okay, so first we got, the other one was flipped down. This first one we got was friendship. Make a date for a play day with 1 or more friends. I'm getting this being very connected to support, and just understanding like we're all going through this collective energy. The collective energy has been pretty and so like lean on your people for support. They're probably walking through something similar to you. Open up, connect, reach out, and allow that friendship to be a pillar of support as you commit to set your your standards higher, and as you commit to what you really desire and what's truly in alignment with you. Protection, you and your loved ones and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. There's a lot of fear that's having to be faced. Fear of losing, what we thought was, or that basically what we were settling for or around. There's fear, and that's why we haven't let go of it. That's why we have been settling. because you have to face this fear around it. And what they're saying in this protection card is that you're safe, everything's safe, you're totally fine, you are supported to make this shift. Awakening, ancient wisdom, deeper inner knowing is emerging within me. You're remembering who you are. You're remembering what your worth is. You're remembering that you are protected. You are held. You can choose to live you don't have to settle. You can choose your most authentic, radiant, vibrant life. And your soul knows that. And so that's why it's this ancient wisdom, this deep inner knowing that's emerging, because it's your soul that's telling you that. It's your ego that has convinced you to settle this whole time. Breaking barriers. I'm expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. See, we do it. We do it. We do the damn thing. We do the work, don't we here? Comment below if you do the motherfucking work. I see you. We expand beyond these limitations. We don't settle for a limited reality. We expand beyond them, and that's what brings in joy and freedom. We break away from the limitations of what we were living in and existing in. Dwelling in truth, I stand in the light of truth. You and your truth, boo-boo. You're in alignment. You're in alignment with your truth, and that's all that matters. It says I stand in the light of truth, but really all that matters is it's your truth, that you're living in alignment with who you truly are and what you really know that you deserve and are worthy of. And I love her face in it. She's just totally at peace with it. Like, it's no longer this push and pull. There's no longer this resistance or this fear. I'm just content and chilling with the fact that this is my truth, and I'm gonna stay right here, and you can either meet me or not. Rejoice in celebration. That kind of seems like they meet you. That which you were settling for, it's not even that, or I should say, whom maybe you were settling with, or the situation you were settling for may actually rise with you. There's a potential for it to rise with you. That's where you would be rejoicing together if you stand in this truth and you break past these barriers and listen to your soul in this awakening. Stand in that, and they may rise with you. It's a lot of this is soul work, a lot of wisdom pouring through, pushing us to be this wiser, more expanded version of ourselves, not limited. Talking about those expanding beyond limitations. Heart chakra. This is interesting. It's heart work. Something in the heart space here. I want some more clarity on that heart chakra, Spirit. What exactly about the heart chakra? Is this all emotional, heart-centered work? I think it's just that it's affecting the heart so massively. It's just so intertwined with pulls on our heartstrings, kind of a thing. Sheila Master, be graceful in movement and action. So it pulls on our heartstrings, which makes it really challenging and emotional and difficult to make graceful movements forward and to take action, but in a way that's masterful, that's not reactive or creating any suffering. Why that just came through really clearly. We have Spirit. What else do we have? Hey, I don't know if this, I'll shuffle it one more time, but I don't know if this deck wants to speak anymore. All right, it seems like This deck is good for today. All it has to say is be graceful in movement and action. And to me, that being the only card that it wants to speak on says that that's like, just focus on the potency of that one message, to be graceful in movement and action, really making sure to not be reactionary in this process, to come from that heart-centered place, even if it's pulling on your heartstrings and making you emotional, really making sure to stay heart-centered as you move forward in action and movement. Move from a place that's really and truly in alignment with not only just your soul, but also your heart. Let's see. Sentimental feelings. Yeah, there's a lot of emotions. Like, I'm just getting a lot of emotions around this. You may even be, I'm getting kind of like a looking back and reflecting and like, man, that kind of sucks that I had to do that in order to break past limitations and be truly in my truth, and be wise and the way who I am on a soul level. Looking back, it's challenging. These sentimental feelings do come up to be processed because it was some hard work. It tugged on your heartstrings. It was hard for you to choose yourself, emotions. It's a very emotional time. And sometimes the reading is like all this week. Sometimes I feel like this is like starting into next week energy. We're going to be processing that, what we had to break through. Take the next step now. The last card that we got from that. Sentimental feelings, emotions, and take the next step now. So we're breaking through, even if it's hard, even if it's emotional, even if it's pulling on our heartstrings and giving us all these sentimental feels. We know that we have to be in our truth. We know that we have to follow our soul. We have to pick our soul. It's not, can't choose anything else in this reality over self, because there is no separation between self and spirit and God. So by choosing something of this reality and not choosing soul, you're not choosing God, which you don't want to not choose spirit. Oh, I almost just skipped the Starseed deck. Let's get a card from the Starseed deck first, and then we'll do the activations deck. Cosmic heart, so much heart energy. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Devotion has been coming up big time for me. That's part of what the 4-week ceremony is like. One of the themes is like committing this 4 weeks to changing and shifting and coming into ceremony and connecting with spirit, being devoted to this relationship, to this up level that we're moving through, this leap to a more abundant life and reality. But just committing, that's why it's called a challenge, because I want you to challenge yourself to coming into union and into ritual at least once a week to develop your relationship with abundance and money and prosperity. And it's just interesting that the card with devotion comes up, because it's just been popping up again and again and again ever since I announced that challenge. Is just like the importance of devotion and what are you devotional to, have really been coming up. So shit's potent right now, and you got to really create something to be devotional right now. If it's the 4-week ceremony, if that's like, okay, that sounds like resonant and something that's within reach and I can do that. Or otherwise, find something right now. It's big energy to be in devotion. So find something that is going to help and assist you to be devotional. Synergy. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so the new yet exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. Need I say more? That's everything that we just said. It's not easy, guys. I'm right there with you if you can't tell. I'm right there with you. It's not easy, but you can't make this shit up. It's everywhere right now. Everyone's going through it. It's across the whole collective. And I mean, this is a collective reading after all. So lean into it. Just lean into it. Let that new reality be birthed, and shed what you need to shed. I love you guys. I'm here with you. I appreciate you. Please comment below if this resonated with you. Likes, super appreciated. Subscribe. And check out the 4-week challenge. I would love for you to join us. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your week. Much love and namaste.